Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. Hey everybody, it's the 5th anniversary of Talking Habs today. 5 years at this. I want to thank everybody for checking this out. All right, so this is game number 33. It's the preview for the game. Montreal is in Chicago to take on Connor Bedard and the Chicago Blackhawks. Back-to-back games, so they played last night. The Habs, Chicago did not. That's so I've got news. I've got Habs news. I've got the stats for the game. I've got the lineups, and I also have this contest that I run. It is called the Guess the Score contest. Guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game. You can pick that guy from either team, and if you are the first person in the chat with that guess, and then you win the $10 cash prize directly into your bank account via Interact. All right. So good luck to everybody. I'll give you my guess I'll give my guess now. I'm going with tonight 4-2 Montreal. I'm going to give the first goal to Mike Matheson. So 4-2 Montreal, Matheson with the first goal. That's my guess. Mine doesn't really count because I can't win. And but good luck to y'all, and leave your guesses in the comment section here. All right. So let's see. I got some news, mostly concerning the game in Montreal and Chicago. So the Habs have at least 1 point in their last 4 games, including last night where they got to overtime but lost with 5 seconds left in overtime. And they also have 9 games where they have at least 1 point in their last 13. So, they're doing okay. They're doing okay. Hawks beat the Avalanche on Tuesday. That was so that was their last game, and they've only won 2 in a row one time this season. So if they would win tonight, it would be the second time. But maybe they're due, and maybe they're not. Habs have not won the second game in a back-to-back situation yet this season. So in the same way, Habs are due to do that as well. So we'll see. This is still maybe makes it a more interesting matchup. Habs beat Chicago the last 3 meetings, including October 14th this season. We played them already once. This is the second and last meeting of the season. The Hawks have only had 4 multiple goal games in their last 10. So they're not scoring very much, and Montreal's doing okay. I mean, they could be scoring a little bit better, but they've got more than 1 goal in 6 of the last 10 games. Habs have a oh, no, wait. I got to get this one first. Bedard has 10 points in his last 10 games. So Bedard is hot. He's got 28 points overall. Kind of expect we'll see a goal from Bedard in this game. So we'll see what happens. And then the Habs have a 5-day Christmas break after this game. And they're back on December 28th, 30th, and 31st to close out the year. And that's all next week. And I'll be doing all those games. All right. So, I guess we'll get to, there's not a lot of news. We'll get to the preview. Maybe we'll make this a quick one. All right. So the game today is the 14, 13, and 5 Montreal Canadiens take on the 10, 20, and 1 Chicago Blackhawks. It's an 8:30 p.m. start, so don't forget that. That's 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Pacific. And in the Habs region, you can watch it on TSN2 in English and RDS in French. In the Blackhawks region, NBC Sports Chicago, and you can stream it on ESPN Plus, RDS, TSN, and where I am streaming it tonight on Sportsnet Plus. Season series, as I said, they played once already. October 14th, we beat them 3-2 here in Montreal, and we're playing them tonight, and that'll do it for the season. Last 10 games, Montreal 4-3-3. And they're on a 1-game losing streak. I think they lost in the overtime, so it's 1. It's not a streak at all. And the Hawks are 3-6-1. They won their last game. Home and away, Montreal's the away team. They're 7-7-0 now on the road, and the Hawks are 6-9-0 at home. So maybe a little advantage there for Montreal. Who knows? Eastern Conference standing after the games last night, top to bottom: Boston, Toronto, Florida, Tampa, Detroit, Montreal hanging in there in 6th, Buffalo, and Ottawa. And Buffalo just had a big win against Toronto last night, 9-3. Love to see that. Okay, so in the NHL, in the standings, this is where Montreal's kind of grouped in. They have at 34 points New Jersey and Detroit, just ahead of them. At 33 points, tied with them in points. Pittsburgh, St. Louis, and Calgary. Montreal sits at 22nd there. And then just behind them, Minnesota with 32 points, Buffalo and Seattle with 31. So it's a tight grouping there. And Montreal not that far out of a wild card and playoff spot. Let's see. Tail of the tape, scoring chances for percentage, possession numbers, 46.3% for Montreal, 28th, 42.5% for the Hawks, 31st. Goals per game, 2.71 for Montreal, 27th, and 2.35 for the Hawks, 31st. Goals against per game, 3.32 for Montreal, 22nd, and 3.55 for the Hawks, 29th. So far, basically, we're better numbers. Well, not that greatly, not like a huge amount, but still better. Power play percentage, 18% even for Montreal, 21st, and a measly 11.9% for the Hawks at 29th. PK percentage, 73.2% for Montreal, 28th, and 74.5% for the Hawks, 26th. Head-to-head, Montreal 1-0-0, and they are 0-1-0, and we'll see what happens tonight. Face-offs, 53.9% for Montreal at the dot, third, and 45.9% for Chicago, 30th. And that's big. That's a big advantage for Montreal. Getting possession right away on the draw, it could lead to, it's a huge advantage. So we'll see. And Montreal's been consistently good. There's only a few games this year where we were not the best team at the face-off circle. So that's a huge improvement there for Montreal. Big difference over the last few years. Goals, shots on goal allowed and shots on goal for per game. For allowed for Montreal, 34 shots even allowed each game on average. And for the Hawks, 27.1. And shots on goal for, 29.3 for Montreal, 32.5 for Chicago. So they're getting more shots on. I did that wrong. 29.3 for Montreal, 27.1 for Chicago, and they've got 32.5 shots on goal allowed. Yeah, I screwed that right up there. Oh, well. Players to watch over the last 5 games. In points, Nick Suzuki for Montreal with 6 points. Connor Bedard with 7 points for Chicago. Goals, Anderson, 3 goals, and Foligno with 2. Assists, Suzuki with 5 assists, and Connor Bedard with 6. And plus minus, Justin Barron with a +2, and Connor Bedard with a +2 as well. All right, team leaders. Team leaders in goals, Sean Monahan with 9, Connor Bedard with 12 for the Hawks. Points, Suzuki 28, and same with Connor Bedard. Both have 28. Average time on ice, 25-24 for Mike Matheson and 25-25 for Seth Jones. These are that's crazy. And wins, 7 from Sam Montembeault and 8 for Peter Mrazek. I believe Peter Mrazek's getting the start tonight. Monty started last night. Top 5 in scoring for Chicago. Connor Bedard leads the way. 12 goals, 16 assists, 28 points, -13. Philip Kurashev. He's got 6 and 11 for 17 points and -8. And Nick Foligno, 6 and 9 for 15 points and a +1. Jason Dickinson, 9 and 5 for 14 points and a +3. And Ryan Donato, 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points, -2. Habs scoring, I put a few more in here just to see. I wanted to get down to Slavkovsky and see where he ranks. Suzuki leads the way, 9 goals, 19 assists, 28 points, -7. Caulfield's next with 8-15 for 23 points and even. Matheson, 5-18 for 23 points and -10. Monahan's next with 9 and 10 for 19 points and -8. Newhook just hanging in there. 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points, -5. Galley's next, Barron right after, and Slavkovsky, 8th on the team with 3 goals, 7 assists, 10 points, -5. But the numbers are coming. He had 2 points last night, and we'll see how he does tonight. Yeah. Goalies, It is not Monty and Nets tonight. He started last night. It is Peter Mrazek, 8-10-0, 304 goals against, and a 910 save percentage. And if you'll see in the lineup, it's supposed to be Caden Primo. I thought they announced it, but my projected lineup show Jake Allen. I still think it's going to be Primo. So Primo is in 6 games, 6-3-3. How's he 6-3-3 in 6 games? Oh no, that's 6 games. 6 games started. He's 3-3-0. Read him right, Rick. With an 3.40 goals against and a 902 save percentage. In case it is Jake Allen, he is 4-6-2 with a 3.43. Excuse me, goals against average and a 904 save percentage. So very similar numbers for the two goalies, but Allen has started 6 more games. So, but I do believe it's Caden Primo because I believe they announced that already. So I was surprised to see. You'll see. Well, we'll go through the Habs lines first. Habs lines. No changes except Pizzetta's back in the lineup over Heineman. And as you see, I got the question marks there. Jake Allen, what? And Primo. So they were, I think Primo will be the starter. Suzuki, Caulfield, Slavkovsky, Evans, Monahan, Anderson, Dvorak, Armia, Gallagher, Evans, Pizzetta, and Ulinen. So what do you notice there? Evans is centering 2 lines. It won't be Evans. It'll be Mitchell Stevens there. Matheson, Savard, Gouli and Barron, Struble and Kovacevic. So Jordan Harris either not ready to come back in or they're not ready to put him in, but then he'd be a scratch and not an injury. So we'll see what happens with Harris soon. The Blackhawks lineup, Bedard, Reichel, and Donato, Johnson, Kurashev, and Radish, Dickinson, Foligno, and Blackwell. And we got Entwistle, Beauvillier, and Johnson for the 4th line. Phillips and Murphy first pairing, Korchinski and Zaitsev second. Tenorti and Crevier third pairing. Ex-Hab Jared Tenorti. And if I'm not wrong, Tenorti is the player that injured Kirby Dach. Peter Mrazek getting the start and Soderblom backing him up. And that's it. That's all I got for you. All right, so I hope you will check out our live stream for the game at 8:30, and that's our 5th anniversary show. Well, they all are today. We'll do the post-game show right after. We should have some special guests coming in. Expect Harry Rice, JD, that's Delaney, Luna, Pete the Fist. Let's see. Matt will be there, and so we should have a lot of fun. So check it out. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. On to the 6th year, and we'll see everybody later. Stay safe out there. Peace out. Leave your guesses for the guess to score comment in the comment section. Good luck to everybody. Keep your stick on the ice. Go Habs, go. Let's have a good game tonight. Ciao, everybody.